For years, Taurus has been steadily improving its concealed carry offerings, going from the G2 to the G3 to now the GX4. And the GX4 is the most advanced concealed carry offering from Taurus to date, and they're building them right here in Bainbridge, Georgia. We're going to go inside and take a look at how these guns are made, along with all the back-end work that they do to make sure that it is ready for you to carry.
The GX4 for us is really a breakthrough, and Taurus has been making concealed carry pistols for a long time. What we call our G series, the G2C, G3 product lines have evolved over time, and really we've been improving those products and coming out with new generations of them for the last 10 years or so. The GX4 is not at all an evolution of that product line. It's actually a ground-up development where we were really focusing on simplifying the pistol, so it has almost half of the components as a G3 product. And then also we wanted to achieve excellence in the design. So going after that micro compact market, which is really what everyone is looking for today, we designed this pistol to be the best in class in every aspect. We believe that the GX4 outperforms the competitors when it comes to trigger, when it comes to reliability, when it comes to ergonomics, and then above anything else, when it comes to price point, you're gonna be able to buy that gun for a little under $400 at retail.
You look at the GX4, and this is a big component of getting into the US manufacturing side. A lot of the coatings and assembly processes and testing and QC and all that stuff is here in the US, which really helps us when you look at a stage process of, and I say this is a new company almost because I think Taurus USA manufacturing is kind of a new company, right? And the stages that we're going to get to. So this is some of the beginning stages, as you see, and I think Taurus's ability to manufacture, quality guns at very large rates is what we're learning and getting into. And this GX4 lineup is really kind of the first steps in that process.
The GX4 testing was designed to push the company further than we've ever been when it came to testing a new design. And so the endurance testing specification on the GX4 was 20,000 rounds, which is far and above anything else in its class and what those smaller concealed carry guns are typically tested to. But we wanted to really make sure that this gun was robust and outperformed everything else in its class.
On the Taurus GX4, and you look at the micro compacts and the purpose of a micro compact, and you look at an 11+1 count on the ammo capacity on a flush mag, which is crazy. It's one of the highest on the market on round count wise on a micro compact, so really key feature there. But really when I look at it amongst all the competition too, and from a shooting perspective and what it can give you, you've got interchangeable back straps. That goes key point of like having that ability to change out the back straps and fit that gun to your needs. And to the shootability, that's one thing a lot of the micro compacts fall short is the performance out on the range. Because they're such a small package, the energy from the round doesn't really have anywhere to go but back into your hand. So they end up having a lot more recoil than a lot of things on the market. And you look at the combination of the great trigger that's on the GX4 and then the grip that's on it and being able to kind of fit that grip to you. When you get out on the range, there's very small to if any decrease in performance when compared to a full-size gun.
The GX4 assembly line is actually our most advanced when it comes to automation. And so you're gonna see a lot of automated quality checks, and then there's some random checks that happen throughout that the operator doesn't have any control over. And so we're doing additional quality checks. It's been an impressive step forward for the company, both in terms of quality and design, but also in terms of the fit and finish of the firearm. At the price point that we are has been a home run for the company.
One of the newest offerings in Taurus's rimfire line is the TX22, and they're building them right here in Bainbridge, Georgia. Let's go inside and take a look at the assembly line and see how these guns are made from start to finish.
When we developed the TX22, we wanted to focus on what the US consumer was looking for in a rimfire pistol, and we wanted to take a little bit of a different approach to how we designed the gun. So we started off with our engineering team here in the US, and we started from scratch basically. So there's no real common components with this gun and anything else we've done in the past.
As we talk about the QC, we talk about the manufacturing, what goes into it. A semi-auto 22 LR is incredibly difficult to make. Anybody that gets into manufacturing or makes these guns, any other manufacturer out there that sells those understands that from a consumer perspective of how many rounds are going through these things, how dirty the ammo is, there's so many problems. And your customer service is usually just riddled with just issues with 22 LR. And the TX22 is just no issue, it just runs, and everybody that shoots it just ends up loving it, and when you look at that whole gun, it started from nothing, right? And it was a whole new gun, a new market for Taurus.
We built it up to be a high capacity, double stack rimfire magazine, which really isn't available on the market, and it's something that we have patented. Along with that, we wanted to have great ergonomics, a great trigger. We went with a striker fired system, so we were able to achieve some really impressive things on the trigger mechanism that didn't exist on the market before. And then a fully enclosed aluminum slide instead of something like a zinc die cast. So it's a high quality pistol that we're able to produce at a very affordable price. And then we've been able to kind of grow that product line into different configurations with the competition model. And then we have a lot of other exciting models coming in the pipeline.
What we're doing is progressing shooting and the performance of shooters out there, even as a new shooter. I think when you look at shooters nowadays compared to 15 years ago, I think when you start off, I think you get to a level of shooting way quicker now because of the quality of guns that are out there. And I like performance features and things that we can give to new shooters. And I think one of those is on the optics ready TX22 with a fixed red dot. A non-reciprocating red dot. You give that to a new shooter and they're shooting and that red dot's not sliding with it. It just gives them so much more confidence. They get to those abilities and they can focus in on a lot of their kind of key techniques and fundamentals instead of worrying about a lot of the stuff that's going on the gun. I think that was a key kind of progression in our industry when you looked at that. There's everything else before that was very much open gun style, this race gun looking expensive, and this was a performance feature that I think that was given to, new shooters and been this is why it exists.
So the two products that we focus on manufacturing here for Taurus, the TX22 and the GX4, are probably the best representative product lines for the company. Those are our flagships. And so if you're out looking for a new firearm, whether it's a rimfire or a concealed carry gun, both of those products are putting out the best quality, the best innovation, and the best design features out of anything in their class. The price points are affordable for anybody. We want to make sure everyone has access to gun ownership, and then our products above that. And then our warranty, repair, and our customer service team are going to stand behind that product. We have a very low return rate, but in the case that you do have an issue, you're going to get it taken care of very quickly, and I think you'll be happy with the service that you receive.